Sorry about that. I had to... The dog was crying. My wife's trying to sleep, and he was in the crate so she could sleep because he was so excited to see her because she just came home today. She was out with her friends. Ah. I need to upgrade my weapon. I think what's the easiest way to upgrade my weapon? Is there a bow vendor? Hey, what's up, Draconi? How's it going? Let me see if there's a vanilla WoW bow vendor. Yeah, there's a bow vendor in Ogrimmar. We'll have to check Ogrimmar and see. I mean, Stormwind. Still need some Knoll Paws. Yeah, this food doesn't even do anything for my pet. Wow, I mean, these guys are dropping their paws like crazy. Normally they don't. I killed a bunch of these the other day and they didn't drop hardly any Knoll paws. Now they're dropping them every time I kill one. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3. Yeah, we did. Crazy. Came from work? Nice. Yeah, I just woke up, as you can tell. I probably sound like it. Poor dog was in the crate last night. He's in the crate when we sleep. And I woke up this morning and my wife got home early because she had gone out to watch the hockey game with her friends. So she got home really late. Well, the dog sees her home and he's so excited to to see her that he went crazy. Ooh. So it was hard getting him to just go back in the crate right now. But she wants to sleep, so I was like, I can't really have him run around because he'll just jump on her head. I can't really put him in the office with me because he's so young. He's still teething, so he'll chew everything. You're normally from Europe, and the time here is 3 p.m. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. Well, this. You know what? Let me. Let's go to the advanced options here. Let's put the clock on here. Okay, so the clock here says 7:13. It's accurate. That's cool. I didn't know that this add-on actually put up that's the correct time. So that's kind of cool. We'll leave that up there so you guys know what time it is for me. 7:14 a.m. Yeah, this add-on, Shagu Tweaks, is really cool because it gives you all these advanced options like auto dismount, auto stand, and darkened UI, which is what makes the UI look darker. It also gives us the ability to sell gray junk, which we're going to see here pretty soon. Sell junk. Also shows vendor values, but I think my client already was showing vendor values, so I'm going to have to look. I may have an add-on that does vendor values, and I may need to basically disable that one because I don't need it anymore. Is there a chest? A lot of times there's a chest in here. I don't see one. But we do have a quest to kill these guys, so let's kill them. Oh, are there 3 of them in there? No, he just spun around. My favorite leveling zones? My favorite leveling zone probably has always been Dark Shore. I just think it's such a nice looking zone. I've done it a lot though, so I'm a little bit, burned out on it. But yeah, Dark Shore's definitely been my favorite. Like this character, I leveled all the way to 18, pretty much just doing, the Night Elf starter area and then Dark Shore. Keep forgetting I have Cheetah. Because we just grabbed it recently. We hit 20. You'll see here we should be able to have... I'll show you the vendor. See here we have this new button here that says sell gray items. Oh, and this person has a bow. A little bit expensive, but hey. Still not the best bow. I hate to buy that just yet. Well, look, this is 7.4. This is actually 7.5. This is weird. This bow does more damage. Well, actually it doesn't. It's just faster. So this bow's going to have bigger crits. This one's 10 silver. It's 10 silver cheaper. This is probably the bow I have now. Yeah. How much money do I have? Oof, I don't have a lot of money, man. We'll grab it. Ashen Veil's not too... Yeah, Ashen Veil's not too bad. I don't know why I don't do Ashen Veil. I think Ashen Veil's like... The quests are a little bit further apart, so you do spend a little more time running as opposed to doing like... Lakeshire. There are people on this server. Not a lot, but I see people. Yeah, when I'm on the server, I do see people running around. Yeah, see, I don't play Horde that much, so I never really do the Barons that much. I actually don't know the quests in the Barons really well. I thought about maybe doing Horde for Everlook, just because I don't usually do Horde, so that would be like a new experience. But I'm not sure. I just like Night Elves so much, it's hard, It's hard to break away from Night Elves, because I like them a lot. Yeah, a lot of people like Horde. I've always liked Alliance, but I just don't like the Horde races. I don't, I like races that are kind of pretty looking, that are good looking races, and the Horde really aren't good looking races. They're more kind of like, animals and stuff, which is not bad. I mean, they look it's just the character models in vanilla don't look that great. Like, if you play like Cataclysm or something, they look so much better. I can't remember when they really upgraded them. I think even Wrath of the Lich King probably looks better. Yeah, Orc and Undead, yeah. Orc's really good for Rogue, and Orc's really good for Rogue. Stun resist. And Undead. Undead's really good too. They're both good. Like if I play Horde, I almost always go undead. I like the the spell animations. Like the animations for the undead are pretty good. You know, the attack animations, but especially the spell animations. The spell animations for undead are really good. Feels like I just did this quest, and I think I did. I did this quest on the Warmade server on my Warlock just recently. Yeah, maybe we'll go to Ashenvale. There's quite a few quests at my level at Ashenvale, I think. Well, I like the Night Elf Hunter. I like the character. I like the Night Elf models in Vanilla the best. Get a cat and also them out. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Also, but you can also just summon a hawk and get yourself a hawk, a hawk pet, and you can constantly be running around with 2 hawks out. Yeah, but 2 sabers is pretty cool. I usually go with a wolf. I'm kind of different than most hunters. Although in Everlook, I think they're coming out with patch. You know, I was going to ask them that in the question, what patch are they starting on? But I thought I read they were going to start on patch 1.1 or 1. Even maybe 1.02. Which, if they do, that means they're going to start off with a patch where the hunter pets are more unique. You know, they haven't been like normalized yet. Which means you'll have like, you know, the pets, doing shadow magic and stuff. And yeah, Lupos is going to be, yeah. So they're going to have Lupos doing shadow magic. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. I know, and he's going to be so. Oh shit, my pet's almost dead. He's going to be so sought after. Let's see if I can keep up. Ah. Yeah, I think they're starting at the first patch, so... Yeah, Screech is good. I do usually level BM. I like BM in vanilla. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try Marksman. You go survival and pick up Bat Screech, does the AoE threat. Won't be in the first patch though. Yeah, I don't really, that's one thing I don't really know. Like, I'm not used to having that first patch, so I don't know all the differences between the first patch versus like the 1.12. Are you? So it'll be interesting. I like BM just because it makes my pet very tanky. Because unlike some people, I don't go improve aspect to the hawk. Because I don't even run aspect to the hawk. I try to run and cheat him most of the time, just so I can get to the targets quicker. Get pulls off faster, move around faster. Just saves time. I don't even bother with aspect of the hawk, so I go with improved pet health and improved pet armor. And since I run wolf's a little bit more tanky than a cat or a hawk. I like wolves because they're just good all around. Like they have medium damage, medium armor. They're just solid pets. But I'll usually eventually I'll end up with a kitty, you know, with a cat. Just for like if I was gonna do dungeon runs and stuff, I'll use a cat just for more damage. Yeah, boars aren't bad. Boars aren't bad. I mean, once in Beastmaster you get bestial swiftness, your pet's pretty quick. And then the good thing with the wolf, he doesn't have it yet, but once they get to like level 30, you pick up you pick up dash, and so then your pet will get into combat very very quickly. You know, so he'll just zip over here, you know. But I don't think you get that until like level 30. Let me actually pull it up. I don't know why the Petopia site's not. Yeah. There we go. It's because it keeps trying to go to the wrong URL. But if we go to Petopia Vanilla. Ugh, got something in my eye. Probably just my eye. See pet. Pet abilities. So if we look at it's not charge dash. Yeah, we get dash at level 30, which is what I thought. So once we get dash, your pet'll your wolf will get into combat very quickly. Not quite as good as charge because it doesn't stun, but it's still really good. A lot of quests completed here. Some of these are Ashen Vale. I don't know what charge is. Like, I don't know what the CD is. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would imagine it's probably the same. I'd be surprised if it wasn't the same. Is it 30 seconds, really? Yeah, I never use boars just because they're ugly. But yeah, that's definitely a... I mean, dash is probably almost available every fight. If not every fight, it'd be available every other fight, which means it's probably 15. It's probably 15 to 30 seconds. Yeah, I'll have to try to get Lupos, but I don't know, man. It's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so hard to get certain pets, you know. They're so sought after. Yeah, we're done with this quest. Yeah, let's get out of here. It's gonna be so difficult to get some of these pets. I know people who've spent, weeks trying to get just a pet, camp in the same area for hours and hours. We'll basically camp the area like 3 or 4 hours a day, every day for like a week, maybe even 2 weeks before they get it. Yeah, he'll be spawn camp bad. It's gonna be rough, especially. I mean, I probably won't even bother trying to get him in the beginning because it won't be worth the time. Because I don't want. The thing is, if you're trying to get him, the thing is it's slowing down your leveling. So what I'll probably do is I probably won't even bother trying to get Lupos in the beginning. I'll be worried more about just leveling up my hunter, getting up to a higher level, and then like maybe down the road, like when I'm like level 50 or something, then maybe I'll go back and try to get him when that kind of first rush of people have either gotten the pet or they're just not there. The other funny part though is once the horde get high enough in level, they actually will camp Lupos just to kill people and prevent hunters from getting it. Well, the good thing with Broken Tooth, like if you can level fast enough, like if you can level ahead of other people, like Broken Tooth's a little bit easier because if you can just level really quickly and get ahead of all the other people, you can get to his area and actually try to tame him because he's higher level. I think was he like 35? So let's take a look. Actually, let's take a look. How about old cliff jumper? Here, he's level 37. So if you can get, up to level 37 fast enough, ahead of most other players, then you're not going to be fighting with so many people. Yeah. Shadow damage to 1.9. But I think I'm better off trying to get Broken Tooth than I am trying to get, you know. You know what's funny is maybe I'll try to sell that. People don't put much stuff in the auction house, but maybe I'll try to sell some of this stuff. Or gold. I don't even know how I got my gold on this character. I think I just got it from leveling, maybe. I don't think anybody gave me any money. I can't remember. Oh no, someone did. I asked someone in the guild for money so I could buy a hawk, and he sent me like 5 gold, I think.
Be careful. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I should have got the mysterious message when I was over there, but I didn't. Yeah, that's the thing is you can level so fast as a hunter, but I'm not like a fast leveler. At least I don't really try to be a fast leveler because I'm so laid back. Plus, I probably won't be able to put in like, unless my wife. I'll have to talk to my wife about that. Because if I want to push 37, I'd have to be like really, like, leveling, like putting in a lot of hours. I may take off. I don't know. Maybe I'll take off like a couple days of work or something. I wouldn't need to take off too much. We'll see. I don't know. Let's try to sell this for 15 silver. Maybe we'll get lucky. Probably not. I mean, most people aren't really using the auction house because there just isn't that many people on the server. Yeah, I tell my wife I love her every day, but I still don't think that's gonna work. I've already, I probably tell my wife I love her about 15 times a day, no joke. But that's because she usually says the same thing to me, so. We do have this bag. Let's go and throw some stuff in the bank. Probably need to buy yeah, we need more arrows.
You need something?
We don't need some of this stuff.
What are you looking for?
No, for me, no, not for me. The fastest I've ever leveled is about level 24 in a day. So 30, I don't think so. I mean, there were the leveling, yeah, I mean, it's the fastest levelers that, and I've seen some of the fastest levelers because they're usually, of course, in the hardcore leveling, right, on the hardcore scene, they were doing hardcore style, which means like no green items, no grouping, like they can't group with anybody, you can't use any stuff, you can't use the auction house, you can't trade with other players, and those guys reaching like level 20 or 22 in 24 in 12 hours, I think, yeah, like they're reaching like level 20 in like 12 hours, so you can definitely probably in 24 hours probably get maybe like 28, maybe, I don't know, it slows down a lot, once the speed starts to slow down quite a bit, but I bet you could probably do like 28 in a day, maybe. Did you get 30 on an Undead Rogue and Horde side? Yeah, Horde's easier. Hey Thresh, how's it going? Horde, I've leveled Horde a couple times in hardcore, and I found that Horde questing and like was a lot easier. Like it just seems like the quests flowed a little bit better for like Orc, and there's so many quests in the Barrens. Like, but I felt like leveling on the Horde side is actually much easier than the Alliance. And people who've never played Alliance, if they try to like get in and play Alliance, I think they'll find it's pretty. It might surprise them how it's quite a bit different than on Horde. I have no idea if any of this stuff's going to sell in the auction house, but I don't have any money, so maybe we'll get lucky and sell some of this stuff. Because this server doesn't have a high pop, obviously.
Can I help you?
Might want to save the flasks of oil, but trying to think if I'd ever need flasks of oil. Probably not. Yeah, on the Alliance there's a lot more walking around.
Help you find something?
Melon juice is so expensive. I screwed up and changed my hearth. I shouldn't have done that. Normally I won't leave my hearth at, let's use the tram. Tram's a little bit faster. Wetlands is about level 20. Level 22. Wetlands is good to go to when you're like around level 22. But as a hunter, we could probably do it at 20. But yeah, 22 is a good level for wetlands. Hey, what's up, Babe? So we're going to head towards... Actually, you know what? Let's just do some wetlands quests real quick. Yeah, wetlands is pretty good, and then we can definitely hit Ashenvale, but again, there's just a lot of running around. We can make a lot of money in Ashenvale, though, if we, as a hunter, if we just want to farm leather. Actually, that's another good thing we need to look at. Where's my skills? Yeah, okay, skinning's at 126, mining's only at 12. I have been really not paying much attention to mining, because like I said, this is just for practice, so it's not really worth my time to really do a lot of mining, but skinning's better because we can, we can make some money off just selling the leather. Yeah, well, I go skinning leatherworking even for, for PvE. Yeah, for PvE, I go skinning leatherworking. Yeah, exactly. And if I go PvP, I go engineering. But I like skinning leatherworking as a hunter because you can make some pretty good gear for yourself. Especially if, and you could even make like some good fire resist gear for molten core, and but a lot of that stuff I don't think it's available in the patch right away. I can't remember when they put in the Dark Brotherhood. Because you need to get reputation from them to get some of the recipes. That's a good thing to look up, actually. Oh, wow. Thorium Brotherhood, sorry. Not the Dark Brotherhood. No, that's the Thorium Brotherhood. What's the one I'm thinking of here? Let's see. Yeah, it is the Thorium Brotherhood. When does the Thorium Brotherhood release? Okay, it's patch 1.5. So, I think they probably... I don't know. It's 1.5, so I don't know when they're going to put it in. I'd have to ask Wall that. They had a Q&A yesterday. We're not really supposed to message We're not really supposed to message these guys directly. But I do. Actually, Wall was nice enough to respond to one of my questions, which were actually there's a post in the Everlook forums telling you not to directly message those people. And I probably should, and I don't. I only did it the one time, but now I've done it 2 times. But one thing I've always not liked that much about streamers, and although I don't have a lot of people on my, a lot of subscribers, but I always found it a little bit annoying that big streamers or streamers that have like, 100,000 subscribers or more, that when they create their Discord servers, that a lot of them aren't even members of their own Discord. Like, you know what I mean? Or if they are, they're not using a name that you recognize. Maybe they do that. Maybe they're using a Discord name that's, because they don't want to get like 10,000 messages. I have a lot of respect for people who's got like 1 million subscribers, and on their Discord they're clearly a member, of their Discord. So you can see that they're actually in the Discord. I mean, I typically don't push myself leveling on private servers anymore. I mean, for the hunter, there's definitely a big advantage though for leveling quickly. Getting out ahead of other people. Um, just stuff like selling leather. If you're getting to heavy leather before anybody else, it can be pretty profitable. Or if you're getting to like high level herbs before somebody else, that also could be profitable.
Well met. For the Alliance. Light be with you. Light bless you.
You tried log out skips like the train and some other ones I saw on it. I don't usually use skips. I mean, I know that some of them exist. Yeah, I don't really know which ones. I mean, I know some of them exist. I don't know how they work, 'cause I've never used them. I'm hoping that the skips don't work just because I don't have to worry about looking them up. That's just another thing. I'm not that interested in doing stuff like skipping, trying to log out in certain areas and have it pull me some other areas, or even like, what is this quest?
You need something?
There or more. You know what? We'll grab it, I guess. As long as it, but if my quest log gets full, that'll get dumped real fast. I mean, there's other stuff like if you start on the Alliance and you want to get to like Menethil Harbor, there's ways you can skip. Like there's ways that you can actually cut. Let's see. Like there's actually a way here, like right over here, where you can actually walk up through these mountains and actually cut across into the wetlands. Which would basically skip having to go walk through. Like if you're like level 1 or something, there are ways you can do that. Yeah, and I've done some of those, and they work. But they're not really necessary, you know? I'm... You're trying to get small? Yeah. My leveling route certainly won't be optimized. I know like what zones I typically like to level in. So... But it varies, you know. I don't always do the same leveling path, you know. Like sometimes I'll level in Darkshore to like level 18 and entirely skip Westfall. Then there's sometimes where I've leveled to like level, 14 or 15 and then went and done Westfall. But I don't typically like to do Westfall. I also find that Westfall gets really crowded. So I like to level in Darkshore all the way to 18 and then just go straight to Lakeshire at that point. Then go to Lakeshire and then after doing Lakeshire a bit, just go ahead and head to Wetlands, like I'm doing right now, Yeah, warrior leveling. Well, I've leveled a warrior hardcore all the way to 60 without dying, and I tell you what, that is not easy. It's not easy to do. Leveling a warrior 0 to 60 hardcore, where you can't use the auction house, you can't use the mail system, you can't trade, you can't group. So you're basically leveling with white items, or any green you just buy from a vendor, or drops you get you can use, of course. But leveling that warrior to 60 is rough. Yeah, see, if you're not doing hardcore, you can do that. Like, yeah, if you're not doing hardcore, you can certainly do the death one, which is really easy. You just go, let's see. You basically, you come out of Ironforge, you go through the mountains right here. Actually, right here, and you go up through these mountains, get high enough, then you just jump off, and you'll fall down the mountain, and you'll die right here. And then when you res, it'll put you over in the right outside. It'll actually put you right here in this graveyard right here. So that's a quick skip. Yeah. We should pull it up. Classic. Hardcore. Here, let's pull it up, Fine Babe. Oh, it can't be reached. What? Are they letting their site down? Are they letting it go down? Let's just click Call of Legends. Let's have it on here. Oh my god, I hope their site's not like... These are the achievements. Man, oh, the season mastery. There I am. I leveled a warrior to 60. Here it is. Survivor. So I leveled one character up to 60 without dying. So I did the warrior. There I am on the Hall of Legends. But there's people who've leveled 4, 5, 6 characters to 60. There's people that just level WoW like over and over and over again, and they know like their route. They have it down to a science. I don't. I'm pretty loose with my leveling. That's why my leveling's not super fast. Yeah, I wonder if some of the mages that played, like what's his name? There are a few mages, that... What was that one guy who hit Classic WoW first? What was his name? He even plays on private servers, so... I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get first, even on Everlook possibly. I don't know. But a lot of times those people are doing it for stream content. You can't stream privacy. You're not, yeah, Joker. Thank you. Like I don't think Joker would. If he did it, I don't think he would stream it. Yeah. But he's fast. He's got the mage down really well. He died a lot though. Like what was it? Was it TBC Classic? Remember TBC Classic? He died like twice trying to get his character to 70. So, you know, anyone can... Oh, shit. We got a bunch of mobs there. But yeah, they're abusing layering. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Which to me... Yeah, exactly. He's abusing layering, which to me is kind of a little bit... I don't think that's... To me, that's not really legit. I don't give someone props for doing that, because it's not legit leveling. Like in the original day, in vanilla, you're on one server, you're not jumping back and forth, you know, like he would pull a mob, he would pull a group like right here, and he'd kill them all, and then he would swap to a different layer in the exact same area, and that group would be back, and then he would kill them again. So yeah, I don't really agree with that type of leveling. I think that's abusing I think that's abusing the mechanics of the game, which to me is not, you know, to me you know, I don't give a lot of props for that. I'm not gonna be like, oh, that's awesome, look what you did, because to me that's not really leveling. You know, you're not leveling the way the game is meant to be leveled. So, but that's just me. We'll see if we can... We'll try to take this guy out. Oh, you coming after me? Come on, it's not targeting. I'm trying to target the low-level one here, and it's not targeting him. Man, you're men pet. You have to be so close. All right. Yeah, in Everlook it'll definitely be a different story because there's no layering. Thank God, right? I mean, I'm not really a fan of layering. It's pretty amazing when you think about World of Warcraft, though. It's still to this day, it's one of the only MMOs that's ever been crafted. There's like a few others, I think Black Desert also, where you can ride from one end of the world to the other without having to go through any kind of a, you know, like a loading screen. I mean, there's a lot more MMOs that do it nowadays. I think Terra was that way too. I don't think there was any loading screens in Terra. Did you guys see the last? I put it in my Discord, but it's kind of funny that Bluehole Studios created a last quest as kind of a farewell, and I'll play it here, guys. And it is a kind of a farewell to Terra closing down, and but they only created it and rolled it out to the Asian servers. Like they didn't roll it out to the U.S. servers, which is like, it's kind of funny. It shows you how they prioritize and how they care more about, you know, those people than the West. They care more about the Eastern market than the Western market, you know. No. I think my pet's gonna bite the big one here. Maybe not. Hopefully this guy won't aggro a bunch of mobs. This guy's immune? Yeah, immune. I bet my pet beat the hell out of that fen dweller. He was pretty low on health when I got back to him. But let me show you the Terra last quest, because it's I mean, I loved Terra when it came out. When Terra came out, like, day one, it was a great MMO. It was some of the best PvP I've ever played. And what was so good about the PvP in Terra is that it was skill-based. Like, there was a lot of outplay potential. Like, when I was on a warrior, like level 20, and my favorite, like, PvP bracket, which is I kind of have this thing in almost all MMOs, where at lower levels, PvP is more fun because you don't have as many abilities, and there aren't as many like interrupts and stuns, so it's all about outplaying people with just your skill, like knowing how to, you know, to get out of the way of abilities, or knowing how to just outplay people. It really comes more into play, I think, at lower levels than it does at higher levels. But do I have, yeah, shadow mode? But the PvP was really cool in Terra because as a warrior at like level 26, I could fight two other people that were level 26 too and take them out. I mean, I could do 2v1s and come out on top. And if they were all melee, I could even do 3v1s because it was, you were able to, you had to hit people. It wasn't like lock on abilities, right? This is the final quest in Terra. Also, I'll say that most MMOs don't do this. Most MMOs don't. ST Vietnam. You really looking forward to Asheville, SCV, PvP? Oh my god. The PvP is insane. Yeah, the most MMOs before they shut down don't do something like this, so this was kind of unique.
이제 떠나는 거야? 그동안 고마웠어. 때론 힘든 일도 있었지만 그래도 너와 함께했기에 모두 이겨낼 수 있었어. 정말 고마워.
자네가 떠난다는 소식을 들었네. 이제 먼
And these are all different NPCs that you've interacted with, in quests and stuff in the game.
길을 떠날 텐데 인사라도 나눠야 하지 않겠는가, 수호자여.
Hillsbrad, yeah.
그대는 나의 검. 이제는 서로 다른 전장에 서겠지만 나는 그대를 영원히 기억할 것이다.
발걸음이 떨리는 모습을 보니 아직 미련이 남았나 봅니다.
Why not stick around a while longer?
마법으로도 어떻게 할 수 없는 것이 있지. 바로 헤어짐에 대면하는 것. 선택받은 이여, 이제는 다른 길을 가야 할 운명이지만 우리의 마음만은 항상 당신과 함께한다는 것을 기억해 주시길.
다음에 또 보자고.
이제 먼 길을 떠나실 준비가 되셨군요. 선택받은 용사여. 그대 덕분에 아르보레아는
That looks like the big main god in Terra.
비록 이제는 다른 길을 걷게 되었지만 그대가 보여준 용기와 포기하지 않는 의지를 우리는 영원히 기억할 것입니다. 앞으로 걸어가실 세상에서도 꺾이지 않고 일어서는 당신의 모습을 응원하겠습니다. 감사했습니다. 우리들의 영웅이여.
Wow. I get choked up just watching that because I played Terra for a long time, man. That was a good game. It's really rare to see them do that in an MMO. To actually, to take the time to actually make a video that's basically saying, goodbye to everybody. Pretty cool. Man, I can't believe I got choked up watching that. But I did. Terra, when it first came out, I was in all the closed betas. I played every closed beta Terra. I played Terra day one when it was launched. I was a founder. And I gotta tell you, man, it was a lot of people don't remember. A lot of people don't understand that Terra, when it came out, was one of the best MMOs. It really was. It was probably the second best MMO I've ever played. But what happened was about 3 months after the game came out, they started making changes to it. They started nerfing the content, making it easier, and then they just continued to make changes, especially about 3 years after it was out. They really started making changes to where the game just wasn't the same game anymore. They totally changed crafting. It used to be like there was this really in-depth crafting that was really cool, and like you had to gather all these regions and and it took a long time to level up, like alchemy. It took a really long time to level up alchemy, and it was really in depth and it was really rewarding because the stuff you were making, the potions you were making, were really good, and so it was really fun, and yeah, I mean, to see that game go from how good it was to where it ended up, it was really sad. It was really sad, and to see it shut down is even more sad because it's just such a good game. And like I said, a lot of people never played it. You know, like Thrash, like you said, you never played the game. A lot of people never played it, and they didn't understand how good it was. And the people, then there were people that played it, but they played, you know, in the last 3 or 4 years, and that was the shit version of Terra. That wasn't, you know, it was just a shell of its former self at that point. So it's just so it's just really sad, very very sad, to see that game go the way it went. But yeah, how often do you see that? You don't. The only other game I know that's made a video where they kind of ended the MMO, like with a video, was Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy 14, the original one, before they rebranded it. Remember? They did this really long like event on the server, which was super unique and super cool actually. Before they launched the rebranded version of Final Fantasy, you know, a Realm Reborn, which is why it was called a Realm Reborn, because it really was a Realm Reborn. Yeah, that video really choked me up. Oh, Matrix Online? Yeah, I'll probably record that video and save it just in case they ever take it down. So I'll always have it. Wild Stars last week wasn't bad. Yeah, I didn't play Wild Stars last week. I think I Let's do the Crocodile skins. I didn't play in WildStars last week. I played in most of the closed betas of WildStar as well, and I saw the writing on the wall early with that game because the problem with WildStar, and I was a part of the community like early on, like I was actually more part of that community than almost any other community in MMO as far as like being there before the game was launched to being an active tester and actually, you know, and providing feedback, and I did more of that for WildStar than I have for any game. And the problem with WildStar is they were acquiescing they were like basically giving into the requests of the community too much. They were listening to the community too much. They kept trying to make changes to appease the community too much. They weren't like just basically saying this is our vision and we're going to stick true to our vision. They were saying like this is what we're going to do, but then they kept trying to like listen to feedback and they kept trying to make changes for everybody, and so they basically ended up with this like really bizarre hybrid combat system that was like trying to appease people that wanted to have target and appease people that wanted action. It just, the combat system was very buggy in the beginning, and for me, like, combat's like one of the most important things. You know, it has to be smooth and it just has to feel good, and it really wasn't. You know, if they just would have like really like said this is what we're going to do and just done that, you know, and said, oh, we're just going to do action combat and just do action combat, or we're just going to do tab targeting, I think they would have had a lot better combat system. And they definitely were trying too hard to appeal to too many people, and I think that happens with a lot of MMOs where they're trying to appeal to the general public, and you know, it's very difficult to have an MMO that does that. I mean, WoW was one of the few that was able to appeal to the PvPers and the PvEers, you know, which is really really tough to do. Yeah, I heard that I never really. I mean, I did play it. I played it. Like, I did play it near the end, like maybe a year before they shut it down. I played it a little bit, and the combat was a lot better. There's no doubt about it that it was better. It was really bad. Like, I was playing the stalker or whatever the class, you know, with the knives. You know, I still have it, don't I? Let's see. A wild star. Yeah, the Wolverine class, exactly. It was the Stalker. I thought that's what it was called. God. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. What is it called? Shit. I have no idea what my password is. Crap. Maybe I launched the wrong one. I don't know, a second. Damn you! This is unusual. Normally I keep my passwords in my password file, but it doesn't look like I have a password for this list. Unless I called it something else. Wildstar. What's the Discord community called? Maybe I called it after Discord community. It is called... I should still have it. Nexus Forever. Maybe I have it under that. No, I don't. Shit. Well, that's a bummer. I can't remember my password. Huh. Oh well. I'll have to, like... Yeah. Oh well, that's kind of a bummer. I was going to show you. I still have the... it does still work. The Wildstar, I have a Wildstar client that actually does work, but the combat, there's no really... You can't really do anything. Like, the mobs won't really... Yeah, the mobs won't really fight back or anything. So it's basically you can just walk around the world and look at it. But that's about it. That's about all you can do. Yeah. No, it's not having. We got another hunter here trying to take my pet. He's trying to take my kills. Oh. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I think it said trade failed, didn't it? Unfortunately, this this vanilla client doesn't have a sound and background, so every time I go to my other monitor, the in-game sound goes away. Kind of annoying. don't know where my pet is. There he is. Hey, pet, you want to attack what I'm attacking, maybe? What are you doing? What are you doing, pet? Look at that. One toad. I love that. My skinning must be getting pretty close to max. No, it's still 136. Yeah, in vanilla, your skinning, like, your skills rate, raise at a much lower speed, so. I'm so used to later versions of the game where your skinning just goes up, like, every time you skin something. Not so in vanilla. Hey, Iron Bay, nothing like a little Guild Wars 2 music, right? Gotta love the Guild Wars 2 music. Oh, you want me to turn it up? Okay. That's right. Yeah, I did, Jimmy. I just finished the first step. Yep. Well, I mean, yeah, we just did the Balls from Deep. We did the Young Crocodile skins. Just completed that. Yeah, we don't really need Murloc fans. We don't need any of this stuff clogging up our inventory. Oh, that's right. He does have potions, doesn't he? I don't really need any, but yeah, that's right. You're right, he does. I'm okay. I mean, I'm a hunter. I hardly ever need potions. Mm. Somebody waved at me. I don't see him, but yeah, your power's out. That sucks, dude. That's no good. I guess we can hold on to that for now. Yeah, so now we've got the giant crocodile skins. Reclaiming the good is complete. So we'll do basically we'll do the Murloc quest here, and then we'll probably what level's this one? We're a little bit low level, like
What can I do for ya?
yeah, I mean we're too low level really to do the next. I mean we're only level 21, so usually like if you're like level 22 or something, you could do the first couple quests. But I like to be a little bit higher level before I start doing the Raptor quest, because the final Raptor I think guy's like level 29, I think. Even these Murloc steps here, these quests here, actually gonna start getting pretty tricky, even for a hunter. We'll see. Was that not line of sight or something? Why is it not attacking? Damn you. I don't think I am selected. Okay, well this is going to be a little tricky here. Yeah, that was a cluster. I screwed that every which way to Sunday. I thought I was being obstructed, but I actually I guess I just didn't have the Murloc targeted. Let's feed my pet something. Bandage him. Let's try that again. And play it like I actually know how to play, not like an idiot. Really? Wow, I really should get the higher grade water, but it's so expensive. Yeah, look, these are like level 23s. My pet's getting his butt whooped right now.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
This is why having 2 fast weapons really makes a difference. Like I could like totally like hamstring this guy so much faster. So yeah, if you like, that's another thing. Like when you're playing a hunter, I prefer 2 very, very fast axes because that in situations like that where you get 3 mobs, when you heal your pet, you're gonna pull, you're gonna pull the 2 mobs that he's not hitting onto you, and you're gonna want to very quickly be able to wing clip both of them, and it's much better. It's much easier if you have very fast weapons. Like having a staff is a terrible weapon for Hunter. Takes too long to get off wing clips. What's up, Looney? How's it going, man? Just doing a little Hunter leveling. Rogue 44 season mastery, nice, nice. I guess I could have played season of mastery, but it's not, it's not the same. It's not gonna really help me for Everlook, you know what I mean? It's not the same client. I'm just chilling in Kronos here. Unfortunately, I missed the releasing sometime. It's okay. Unfortunately, I missed the Q&A yesterday at 12 o'clock. They did a Q&A with the developers on Everlook. I know Walt told me about it, but I was actually out with a friend yesterday. The Everlook hype. Whiff. Gets more tricky here because these guys are like level 24 now. Oh, but this guy's only 21. Hmm. Yeah, I know. The dudes over here on the ship. We're hopefully not. We're not going to be going up there. We're just going to get the quest turn in here, and then we should be done with this quest. And then we'll probably have to head to Ashenvale. We don't have to head to Ashenvale, but that's probably where I'll head. Where's the... Oh, here it is. It's such a, like, leveling in vanilla is so chill. Like, it's so relaxed because it's such a slower paced leveling, which I like. I actually like that. You know, as compared to, like, if I was leveling, like, I don't like leveling in retail or different versions of WoW where I feel like it's like go, 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 rush, rush, where it's like just blitz through the leveling so fast. Vanilla's a lot more laid back. Unless you're trying to be, like, try hard and, like, kill yourself getting to 60 in, like, 3 days or something. You know? Oh, I still need Murloc poachers. Oh. I didn't realize I hadn't turned in the Murloc poachers quest from Lakeshire yet. Oh. I worry about that. I don't even know if I'll do that quest at this point. I might out level it. Probably will. $21 hours. There's no way you could. There's no way you can level legit. There's no way you could level 60 in 21 hours, dude. There's no way. That's impossible. Joker did the world record in Classic WoW, and it took him like what, like 3 days? There's no way you can legit level 1 to 60 in a vanilla client in 21 hours. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. Not without some sort of cheating. Yeah, that's not, yeah. Yeah, he was getting, it was mob tagging. He was tagging everything, and then somebody else was killing it. Yeah, so that doesn't count. It's not a real world record. I don't know if these boots are really better. 6 stamina, I don't want the 3 agility is going to be better, but these boots look cool, so we'll keep them. Yeah, it's yeah, it's basically it's cheating. I mean, it's not a legit. It's not like you just doing it on your own. I mean, if you try to like, I don't know what the world record is. It's probably I think it's like 3 days or something. But I mean, it's definitely going to be up around, somewhere in the 3 days and so many hours mark would be, I'm sure, the world record. I mean, I'm just taking my time. Like, I'm sure that I'm like very here. I mean, look, I'm at 1 day and 6 hours, so I'm leveling very slowly. Like I said, my fastest in 1 day is I did level 24 in 1 day. That was my fastest. In 1 day in 24 hours. And right now I'm at 30 hours and I'm only level 20, so I'm leveling very slowly right now. A lot of it too is just luck. I mean, like when you're leveling, sometimes you'll get, just get luck. Like maybe someone invites you into a party and helps you do a few quests, that are like your level. It's just stuff like that happens. Maybe you get a group for doing the elite quests in Lakeshire, and knock those out real quick. And so, your leveling speed is going to vary quite a bit, though. Yeah, 24 was the best I did, and that was on a hunter. So, that was like on the fastest, what's considered to be the fastest leveling character in vanilla is the hunter. I mean, people say that the mage, but consistently, it's easier to do the hunter because you have less chance of dying. Whereas on the mage, it's, plus the mage's AoE really doesn't kick in until level 20. So your first, 20 levels on a mage, they're going to be quick, but you're not really getting AoE grinding until you hit, like 20. You start getting some of your talents online for Frost. But I'm no expert. I am no expert with mages because I don't play mages that much. I do like mages, though. I find mages really fun. I'm like playing a fire mage in retail and playing arcane mages is really fun. I may do. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a mage and, I'd never have Draconi. I've never done that. Never. So that would be something I would like to do for the first time. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I'd like to. That'd be fun, just I've never done the Benediction quest line either. I started doing the Benediction, and I think I actually completed some of it. I just don't think I ever finished it. Yeah, no feign death on mage, exactly. I'll have to try it, man. Have you done it, Draconia? Did you actually do it? We'll definitely look into it. I gotta be careful because you've done it many times. It's such an awesome quest. Cool. Yeah, I have to be careful because it's very easy for me to get kind of bored with one class, so as I'm leveling and want to play another one, and then what happens if you start switching classes around? You start leveling very slowly. So you got to kite really well. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at kiting. I'm a little rusty because I haven't done it much in vanilla, but I'm pretty decent at kiting. Ooh, we got the sideways rain. You gotta love it, right? 3 demons in different zones. Nice. But yeah, you definitely need 2 fast weapons, though. I gotta get rid of this damn staff. I did pick up axes, though. I do have the axe skill, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've got one-handed axes. Well, actually, yeah, I've got one-handed axes, two-handed axes. And I've got... Do I have daggers? Yeah, I have daggers. So daggers or axes are what we want. No help is allowed. Cool. Gotcha. What's the hype wave? What's coming on next week, Imbe? Did you see that Asmongold said he's kind of done playing Final Fantasy? It sounded like he was bored of Final Fantasy. Asmongold's bored of playing games in general. Like he really, I mean, he hasn't really. He's been doing a lot more streaming content on stuff that has nothing to do with video games. So, I mean, it still has to do with video games, but he's not really playing games as much anymore. It's kind of like a class test of your skill. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. I think that's cool, you know. Lets you know if you're any good or not. It's like, do I know how to play my class or not? No, he said what? Just been told yesterday he announced he's going back on the 21st. What? What are you talking about, Imbe? Going back on what? I mean, he bashed the hell out of Wrath of Sheen Classic. Oh, he announced he's going back to Final Fantasy. I see. Oh, yeah, I know. It was weird because he was talking about how he wasn't going to play it. Yeah, he goes back and forth quite a bit. You know, he bounces around. He's kind of like me that way. But yeah, he said he wasn't really going to play it. A free login event now. Oh my god, I don't even know if I have. Yeah, I don't even think I have Final Fantasy installed. You know. But if they're, you know what makes me mad? I've been trying so many times to get into Lord of the Rings Online because they're gonna. I'm pretty sure Lord of the Rings Online is getting some pretty big updates pretty soon to coincide with the Rings Amazon TV show. And they had a huge 15th year anniversary on Lord of the Rings Online. If you logged in during like the 1 week period, they gave you tons of stuff. I mean, like a shit ton of stuff. Like you got like if you logged in, they gave you the expansions. Like you just got them permanently. Like so, if you logged in, they gave you like 2 expansions. They gave you like all this gear and all these like things, but you had to log in that 1 week period, and I missed it. And that alone made me so salty. I'm like, I'm not gonna play it now. I'm not gonna play it because I missed out on all the stuff. The new updates are juicy. It is Oblivion, Draconian in the background. Yes, actually, it's Skyrim. Skyrim music. There's probably some Oblivion mixed in here too, though, into this particular soundtrack. But yeah, if Lord of the Rings if they update the engine and if they update the graphics, like significantly, I definitely would play that game because that game's actually pretty good. It's really hard to play because the graphics are so bad. And it's not like the world graphics. Like the world graphics are good. It's really just the character models and the animations of the character, like your attack enemy stuff, aren't very good. But the world itself, like if you're just walking around Lord of the Rings Online, the world actually is really nice. There's areas in that game where you're like, whoa, this looks pretty good, you know? Now we're listening to a playlist here that I have of Skyrim music. So. I made it darker. It's really dark. Oh, hey, the hide UI is working now. It wasn't working the other day. I mean, it was working, but the colors, the game brightness was changing. It's looking really weird. I can't remember if I have. Yeah. Yeah, it's not installed. I currently don't have Final Fantasy installed. Yeah, I've never done that either. I've never done the solo and all that, but people do it for money. I've not done that. That's something I'll look into as well. Your faint of resistance over? Oh god. Where is is it in Marksman? It's probably survival. Yeah, improved feign death. Yep. So you would definitely actually, I might respec survival. I haven't like normally I level BM because I just think BM's the best for leveling. But maybe I'll do survival just for fun. I do like survival. Survival's a fun tree, you know. Oh my god, the glowing soul gem. Glowing soul gem. This is the lowest drop rate quest in the game. I'm not even lying, guys. This quest right here, the glowing soul gem, has the lowest drop rate of any quest in WoW. Solomara. Yeah, that would be cool too. We'll have to see if we can get into a good guild. Well, plus if you did that, if you were like an enchanter and you could disenchant all the drops in Marden, you'd get some good money off that too. Yeah, I just want a casual. You know what I mean? I'm very laid back, so I'm not hardcore not anymore. Yeah, marksman is the best for DPS for sure, for PvE. But survival is just fun. It's just a fun spec. And it certainly is gonna make certain things you do a lot easier. Solo taming wargs and LBRS for bite rank 8, stuff like that as survival is going to be so much easier because of the improved the improved feign death. We'll see how long it takes me to get the soul gem. Hitting these guys pretty hard. What level are they? That's because they're level 18, that's why. Gold per hour is low. Crap.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, am I out of mana? We are out of mana. I had to take a mana potion there. It's so weird because like looting in like classic client, I can be like this close in loot in classic. Look at this. I can't loot this guy, but in classic I'd be able to loot this guy. So you keep seeing me run up to mobs like this and try to loot, but I'm not close enough. And it's really crazy, you know, it's like annoying. Take that, 3 more stamina. Mara's not as good as DME. Oh, we get the flat earther again. Gotta love these. I always get these flat earthers in my channel. It's so funny. It's hilarious. What's that? Oh, there's this one guy. It's probably the same guy, Chris. He comes in my channel. He's like, "The earth is flat." It's so funny. I'm probably gonna have to reset this one. Oh. Yeah, I know. People that still believe the Earth is flat in today's world are seriously have some mental issues. I'm sorry. When we have so much like live video streams from like space and launches, and come on. It's almost like a gimmick at this point, you know what I mean? Oh my god, this is the old version of MSVT. Holy crap. Like, really? This is like... Oh my god. I don't even know if we have sounds. Yeah, we don't even have sounds, do we? No, but we do, don't we? We must, because when my health gets low, I guess we'll find out. It's so hard to get. It's so hard to get this quest drop, man. It's so tough. Well, the pyramids is weird because the pyramids, like, I've watched a lot of shows on the pyramids. I mean, I'm very big into you know, Egyptian mythos and stuff, and yeah, it's weird. The pyramids, like, crap. This guy just respawned. Even your avatar is Anubis? Yeah, that's cool. Well, I've got 3 cats, and their names are Anubis, Osiris, and Amun Ra. So, I actually, believe it or not, I mean, I believe in aliens 100%. So, I mean, it's just I think the intelligent person would believe in aliens. I mean, it just makes sense. You know, the galaxy is a huge, I mean, the universe. Sorry, the universe is a huge, huge place. And to think that we're the only one in it is pretty small-minded, in my opinion. So I definitely 100% believe there's aliens. How were the pyramids built? It's crazy when you look at the supposed tools they used to build it. It's, man, freaking copper tools to chisel out stone. Oh my god! And it took like 3 years. Yeah. I mean, it certainly could be done by man, but man, that's certainly a lot of work. They did, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's some you know, a builder's diary that talks about some of the stuff, how they made the pyramid. You know, they made it, and so there's some written stuff that talks about it. But yeah, it took like 3 years just to make one pyramid. I have to start putting down some traps, you know. Shit.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm gonna need some more mana potions. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should have got some potions, not healing potions, but mana potions, because you know, it's mana is gonna keep you up in a lot of long fights because of you know, just healing your pet takes so much mana. I have leveled a priest in vanilla. In fact, priest was my main class in the original game. Was disc priest. Yeah, you were right, Jimmy. I should have listened to you. Well, next time we go over there, we'll take a look. But yeah, I need more mana. I definitely gonna need some more mana potions. Like the healing, I've got 7 healing potions, and we'll use healing potions, but you know we won't use them that often. It's more about just keep one. If as long as my pet's alive, I'm alive, basically. I have mail? Maybe I sold something. I have unread mail. Maybe we sold one of those auctions. Yeah, I mean, I go with a build called... It was a build that I found off in Astarius. It's called the First 45. And it's primarily like a wand build. It's actually... Leveling a priest is actually really easy. I mean, they're... You know, it's actually one of the easiest classes to level. It's not super fast, but it's not super slow. It's a pretty good, decent pace. One thing that's really cool with Night Elf Priests is they get Starfall, which is such a cool ability. And if you could get lucky enough to find a lot of arcane damage, you can actually build an arcane priest build. Yeah, Paladin level is the worst. It's like one of the worst. Well, no, Warrior is one of the worst. At least it's, you know, it's at least the most challenging, you know. Most people don't level a Warrior. I mean, some people do, but a lot of people will level easy classes first, like a Hunter or a Mage or something, just so they can get up to a higher level and make money, and then they'll level an alt. Like, well, not really an alt, but they'll level their main at that point, like a Warrior. You know, or somebody who, by then, they've got some money, so they can actually buy the Warrior some gear, because Warrior is very gear dependent. So, if you're not in a hurry to get your main character to 60, that's a good way to do it. Level up a Hunter to 60, and you don't even have to get the Hunter to 60. Just get them high enough to where they're, you know, you're skinning and you're making enough stuff that you can make money. And then once you have enough money, you can use that to equip your lower level main that you're leveling, like a Warrior. Most people won't do that because they'll be too like, you know, they'll want to get their character to 60 as fast as possible so they can raid and all that. But if you're more laid back like me, it's an option. Yeah. Yeah, with the MP5 rule, yeah, well, downtime is very low on a priest. If you're doing your priest right, you have very little downtime. But you can see how hard this quest is to get the glowing soul gem. It's so hard. I don't mind doing it though, because you get a lot of experience. Just, you know, you're leveling. You know, as long as you're the right level. This is a good level to do this quest, because I'm like 21 and these guys are like, you know, they're like level 18 and 19, I think. Like this guy's what, 18? I think the humanoids might have been 19. But it's a good level to do the quest on, because you can kill them pretty quickly, but you're gonna have to kill a lot of them. Yeah. You go Reckoning, you one-shot people? I don't play... I always play Protection Paladin, though. So... Oh, and just so you guys know, in talking to Wall, it sounds like the sit critting for Reckoning is probably going to be a thing again. So you're basically going to be sitting to proc, you know, to proc the Reckoning. And the reason that is because people like it so much that some of those mechanics they just leave in because people like it. Shaman, Shaman is so... I've never been able to level a Shaman. Well, mostly I don't play Horde. That's one reason, but... But I'm super excited about Paladin because the double heals from Seal of Light is going to be a real thing with Righteousness. So we're going to be able to get multiple heals from one swing, which is fantastic. You get the camera. What's up? It is I, Reaper X. Not enough mana. The Pharaoh shoulder pads. Look at those. Those are weird looking. Check out these shoulders. Oops, oops, oops. No. Check out these shoulders. I don't think I've ever... That's what I love about World of Warcraft. I mean, I've played this game since 2004, and I still don't think I've ever seen these shoulders before. There's so much gear in WoW, and I think it's one of the things that makes WoW kind of unique, is there is a ton of variation in gear in this game. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen these shoulders. I mean, look at these things. I don't remember seeing like that are like this kind of angle with what looks like leather stitching. See this like looks like leather stitching on the top? I don't think I've ever seen these before. Man, I've thought I'd seen it all. Most of the year I've seen, but there's, like I said, there's always stuff that I'm sure I'll find that I've never seen before. You know, it just drops by certain mobs that maybe you never killed before. It's like I have not killed every mob in this game. There's no way. I mean, there's no way. Especially since I don't play Horde that much, so I haven't been on the Horde side that much. I'm sure there's lots of mobs in this game I've never even killed, which means there's probably lots of loot in this game I've never even seen. So... And we still haven't got the glowing soul gem. Well, we got some Buccaneer Boots of the Eagle. Those might be worth equipping. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, these might be worth using just some... Well, because the intellect. I lose a lot of armor, though. I don't know. I just like night elves, so I like night elves. It's tough. If there was no night elf race, I'd probably would play Horde a lot more. I've said it before, but I've always thought that the night elves were the first character model that were created because all the armor looks the best on night elves. Like it's just scales, you know, because the armor stretches to fit the character models. Like if you look at armor on a gnome, it doesn't look very good because it's squished. You know, if you look at armor on maybe a Tauren, it's a little bit stretched, you know. But on a night elf, the armor looks like it was made first for a night elf. Yeah, I know. The old Baron's chat. I gotta take a quick break here. I hear the dog barking. I want to check on my wife too. See if she's gotten up out of bed yet. Let me take a 5-minute break here, guys. Plus, I can use the restroom, get myself a drink. I'll be right back in about 5 minutes. shooting spears. Yeah, it was funny to see a big Tauren as a hunter. Yeah. I'm missing my bold barbecue hot sauce. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I actually grabbed myself some food here, because I'm actually really hungry. Einbei. Einbei's gonna make fun of me, because I got a Coca-Cola. I got some Popeye's chicken here, with bold barbecue sauce. So good. Oh my god. I love Popeye's chicken. Oh my god. It's so good. Yeah, Tauren is like Hunters is funny. Actually, you know what's funny, Draconi? Is if I played. Here, let's do that. Let's do that real quick. This will be fun. Is my inventory full? Is that what that said? No. Let's create a Tauren Hunter just to see what they look like. Or let's look at the Horde classes. You guys, yeah, let's look at the Horde classes and see if I do want to play Horde. I gotta ask Einbei though. If Einbei's still there. Einbei, do you think I should level a Horde on Everlook? Einbei's like, what? Yeah, we could. Let's see. I don't even know what classes can be hunter. I know an undead cannot be a hunter. I knew that. I think all the other ones can be though, right? Because orc can be a hunter, Tauren can be a hunter, and troll can be a hunter. Wow, Tauren can only be 4 classes. That's it. Just don't play it. Sorry, I went to the kitchen. I'm looking for this. I misplaced a bold barbecue sauce. I can't find it. Oh well. I found more chicken in the fridge though. But no bold barbecue sauce. Yeah. I am. Why can I not move this? There we go. I just wanted to see what it looked like. It's funny how they shoot. It's funny how they shoot from the hip. It's not the best animation. You know, it was not the best animation. War Stomp's cool though. What do they? How do they shoot a bow? Do they? They obviously don't shoot a bow from their hip. I would assume they don't. That would be really weird. No way. Hmm. Hmm. Well, trying to see if there's a bow vendor around here.
Peace, friend. What brings you? I've been expecting you.
Orc trolls are best for hunters. Yeah, let's do something here. I'm still eating.
Hello everyone, in this video I'll be discussing the best race choice for hunters. We'll also be going over all racials and beginning stat bonuses. This guide will also help you understand each racial's worthiness
Iron Bear.
and PvP. I will not be going heavily into detail, but I will provide good information that will help you determine which race to play. First, we'll talk about the Alliance. Stone Form increases armor by 10%, removes bleeds, poisons, diseases, and grants immunity to these debuffs for 8 seconds. It has no cost and is on a 3-minute cooldown. While this isn't very helpful in PvE, it's pretty good in PvP against rogues and warriors, specifically rogues because you will be immune to their slows. Gun specialization increases your weapon skill by 5, but what does this mean? Well, for the sake of saving time, I will just post how weapon skill works in WoW. And don't get ass mad because I didn't explain this to you, you're a big boy, figure it out. Essentially, it does ever so slightly increase your chance to hit, crit, and so on. And this is great. However, the best in-slot weapons for hunters are actually bows, so gun skill doesn't really help you a whole lot here. And if you're wondering which bows I'm talking about, well, there are plenty of lists online, just Google it. Dwarfs are somewhat thick-skinned, growing up in the cold, with a natural 10 extra frost resistance. It's quite useful in PvP versus mages, and pretty good in Axoramus as well. Oh, and you also can find crates and shit.
Find treasure.
Reasons. Shadow Meld places you in stealth. It lasts until cancelled if you move or if you take damage, just like Rogue Stealth. It has a 10-second cooldown and can be used in PvP and PvE, but it's pretty fucking worthless in PvE. Night Elves get a passive of 1% more dodge, not great, but it's something. Technically good against melee. They also get 10 more nature resistance, which is somewhat
garbage.
useful in PvP for entangling roots and other spells.
I guess entangling roots.
Better for AQ. And now for the Horde. Blood Fury increases your base melee attack power by 25% for 15 seconds, but reduces all healing effects on you by 50% for 25 seconds, and has a 2-minute cooldown. This doesn't help you whatsoever. If you're playing a melee hunter like a total badass, then this spell is pretty godlike. However, for most hunters, it's not that good. Axe Specialization increases your axe skill by 5, which, as a hunter, doesn't mean anything. Hardiness increases your chance to resist stuns by 25%. In PvE, this isn't a huge deal. A lot of encounters where you're stunned are event stuns, meaning you can't resist it.
It's funny you say that, Imbe, because that's what I was leaning towards. I was leaning towards female orc.
Resisting another player's stun can single-handedly win you a fight. Orcs also gain command. Damage dealt by your pets is increased by 5%. While this still helps in PvE, this isn't a game-changing stat, seeing how you will be spec'd into marksman, or even survival in the later tiers. But in PvP, it's still a pretty good stat. Berserking increases attack speed and cast speed by 10% to 30%, depending on your current health. It lasts.
So basically, yeah, it was funny, Imbe. That's what I was leaning towards, because I just don't like, I mean, the Tauren are just so big and lumbering, and it's not really my favorite. And plus, you can't really move through small areas with a big Tauren. You know, actually, literally, it's an issue. Like, moving through small areas with this big body actually becomes a problem. That's why a lot of people that are PvPers will play female. If they want to play Tauren, they'll play a female just because it's a smaller size. They can kind of move through some areas better. Yeah, that's always my favorite. I'm going to tell you, for the Horde side, my favorites have always been female orc and female undead. And those are my favorites. You know me, I usually play female characters because I don't want to look at a guy's ass the whole time I'm playing. I'm not the kind of person who's like, oh, I'm a badass male character. That's not me. I'm like, I'd rather look at a hot chick running around than some dude's, you know, ass hanging in my face the whole time. But, yeah, I mean, for a hunter... yeah, for a hunter, I probably would be the She-Hulk. She-Hulk. You have a wife. Hey, it still doesn't mean I want to look at a guy's ass in my face while I'm playing a game the whole time. That doesn't have anything to do with whether I have a wife or not. But yeah, the Tauren's just huge. But the undead, like when I go priest, I definitely would go, if I do priest, I always go female undead. If I do rogue, I always do female undead. Warrior, I go orc because of the racial, you know. I like the resist stun effects on the warrior since you're doing melee. Oh, early in Turtle Wild, you could play undead hunter. Wow. I think I've done white hair on him before. Let's see. It's actually kind of cool looking. Orcs are able to be a mage in Mists of Pandaria. Skin's too dark, too dark. Let's kind of an unusual skin color, kind of yellowy. There's only two skin choices. This one or the really dark green one. I'm gonna go with this one. Or is this one the really dark green one? No, it's not that one. Yeah, I like this one. This is She-Hulk. This is She-Hulk. What are orc names? We've got Ugok. Shell. Shell's not bad. Snack. Aragbut. Gloronk. Kind of like Shell. Bula. Nargle. Bulak. And these are female names, which is funny. Lambug. Umog. Umok. Ugor. Urzel. Gulag. Gulag. Where'd my generator go? Lash. Ugok. Now it's just repeating. Alright. Oh, that name is unavailable. Someone else is using their orc name generator. Green and mean, let's go. Goulash. They escape. To this day, they fight for honor in an alien world that hates and reviles them. Ooh. The brutal orcs. The race originated on the planet Draenor. Originated on the planet Draenor? It's on a different planet? You hungry for some goulash? I got a little bit more chicken here, although I kind of thought I might save this last piece for my wife. Yeah, I'm going to save this for her in case she wants it. Although she's not really supposed to eat fried chicken, but it's a chicken strip. Orc. Try WH40K greenskin names? Okay. Warhammer? Is there a generator, or is there just like a list? Or... So orky. Ooh, check that out. Teeth Beater. These are good names. Look at that. Noses Masha. Nose Smasher. Whacker of his own dunes. Grolglud. Mornfang. That's kind of cool. Raklock. Wolf Snapper. Ragdug. These are good names. Zordrock Neck Stompa. Dwarf Chua. Dwarf Chua. Dak Drut Dwarf Chua. Face Crusher. My friend created a horde once, and I think he called it was a warrior, and he called it Gonna Hit Ya. His character's name was Gonna Hit Ya. Yeah, he's only got a few names here, though. They're all coming up with the same thing, I think. Ugruk. Chinbasha. Rackback. Asgad. Oh, I guess these are changing. Asgul. Noggin Chewer. Gorehag. I kind of like Gorehag. Elf Slitta. Elf Slitta. Just like... Elf Slitta. I kind of like that one. Or the Elf Slitta. We're just gonna slit you.
Long ago, the Orcish Horde was corrupted by the Burning Legion and lured to the world of Azeroth. For generations, the Orcs made war upon the human kingdoms of Stormwind and Lordaeron. Though the Horde was ultimately defeated, a visionary young war chief named Thrall rose to lead his people in their darkest hour. Under Thrall's rule, the Orcs freed themselves from the chains of demonic corruption and embraced their shamanistic heritage.
Draconi.
After years of wandering, the Orcs founded their own kingdom in the harsh wastelands of Durotar. Based in the warrior city of Orgrimmar, they stand ready to destroy all who would challenge their supremacy. As a proud defender of Durotar, it is your duty to crush your enemies, both seen and unseen. For the nefarious agents of the Burning Legion still wander the land. Speak, friend. Strength.
Durotar hype. It's like... Actually, this is the one I want. Alright, let's see how this character uses a bow. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look as good as a night elf. They look very stiff when they shoot a bow, man. It's very stiff. Well, I like their attacks are cool. I also, one of my favorite things with the female orcs is how they evade. Like when they evade an attack, they step back, which is really cool. Like so when they dodge an attack, they'll do this really neat step back animation, which I think is one of the coolest dodge animations in the game. Yeah, but they are stiff, yep. Very methodical. I don't know. I can't remember if I have to set up my tidy plates per character. I think I do. Shit. Or am I using Ku? I can't even remember. No. I don't remember which add-on I'm using. I've gone through so many different versions of WoW. It's got to be tidy plates. There's Draconi. There he is. Oh, Shaman. Shaman. Oh, I hate how I have to like. Wait, let's see. Tramka. Is it tidy? It should be tidy plates, right? Tidy plates? Neat plates? Crap, I don't know which add-on I'm using for my nameplates. Yeah, we got the zappy zap. Can't speak till level 5, yeah, I know. We can... Now you can speak, or you can... Yeah, and the UIs also, let's see, hold on a second. Darkened UI. Minimap clock. Sell junk is still checked. Some of these things are like don't persist per character. There we go. Oh, very dark UI. Yes, I don't like. Oh, and I got. Well, I know I'm using shadowed unit frames. Yeah, I don't think. Don't need to kill those guys. Don't need to kill those guys yet. Ooh. Woohoo! You gotta kill Boris till 60? Yeah. Nice. Let me, man, yeah, it's... Unfortunately, when I create a new character, it's... all my settings aren't... It doesn't persist for character, for all the characters, which kind of sucks. I hate that. There we go. Make it easier to actually... You wish you had a character on Ally, yeah. That's cool. We'll check out the orc. I think it'll be cool. I mean, I might go Horde if I like the orc enough. I could see myself playing Horde, but like I said, I don't know the quests on Horde very well. That's where it gets frustrating. It's fun because because it's something new, but it's also not fun because you're kind of like it takes you longer to level. Whereas like on the Alliance, I can level pretty quick, just because I'm familiar with the quests.
Be safe.
What do you mean you don't feel like playing? Oh, Shami and Warlock?
Go forth to victory, son.
The Butcher. Sell junk. What's this? Is there a arrow vendor around here? Let's see. There is a vendor in here, right? The Orgrimmar. Let me see if I can... If this is an inn. I don't know if it is or not. No, it's not. Yeah, I'll give it a minute. I want to check on what nameplate I'm using because I can't seem to pull up my nameplate settings. I know I'm using shadowed unit frames. Oh, Shagoo plates. That's what it is. Wow. I've been going between so many different versions of World of Warcraft. So let me make a few quick adjustments here. Luna? And I'm not using Shadowed, I'm using Luna. Interesting. How do we do Luna? I don't remember how to do Luna's menu. There we go. I'm looking for portrait 3D. There we go. Because I'm using the dark frame, what happens is your portrait icon is really dark and that just looks stupid. So this should fix that. How do I get rid of it? There we go. And let's see. Now we can see your portrait, which looks a lot nicer. And then we need to go to Shagoo plates. We'll enable debuffs. So fine. Border around target unit. And then debuffs. Where's debuffs? Debuffs we want on top. Okay, that should be better. Talk to me. And you said there was an arrow vendor around here? Draconi? Let's see, was it over here? See, there's general goods. Probably the general goods vendor here, maybe. Yeah, here we go. Let's grab a couple of these. Alright, Cactus Apple, Scorpion, Worker Tail, and Vile Familiar. Yeah, I probably have to. I'll probably stop streaming in a little bit because I just want to hang out with my wife a little bit. I didn't get a chance to hang out with her at all yesterday, so see what she's doing if she wants to do anything today. She might not. She's probably pretty tired from her and her friends partying all day yesterday. No, there's no scorpions around here. Thanks, Cody. Yeah, like I said, I just see what my wife's doing. If she wants to do something today, I'll hang out with her. If she's not going to do anything and she just wants to chill and watch TV, which she might, then I'll keep playing WoW. You got to go in like 10 minutes. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll level we'll level this character up a little bit just to see what it's like. You know, play orc. But yeah, I don't know like the quests. Like I do not know the quests on the Horde side. We're just testing out the Horde side here, RJ. Remember, this is all. And then play my health. This is all just test, so. Just trying to figure out what we're going to play on, you know, what we're going to play on Everlook. So, if I decide to go Horde, I might decide to go with a female orc hunter. She's doing like a spin there. Toshami or Orc Warlock. Shaman's cool. It could. It might be a little better too. I mean, typically on private servers, Einbay, the Horde side is a little bit stronger PvP wise, because more people play Horde on private servers. For the people on the Horde side are more PvP oriented. The Alliance gank less in the private servers I played on. So if you play Horde, you're going to get ganked less than if you play Alliance. Well, that's one benefit. You're not going to get ganked so much when you level. I'm not going to lie, though. Seeing a Shaman makes me want to play Shaman. I think Shamans are really cool. I think even in vanilla, like, elemental Shamans are strong. I think even in vanilla. The totem quest. The problem is there's so many totems. Like Shamans have too many totems. And it's insane how many totems they have. Maybe they don't have as many in vanilla. But when I played Shaman, I can't remember which version of WoW it was, but I must have had like a dozen different totems. It was so many. I actually don't like. I mean, I have quite a few alts, but is it just 4 totems in vanilla? If there's only 4, that makes it a lot better because having like a dozen totems is kind of insane. No, Pigeon doesn't like Horde. You don't like Horde, Pigeon? Each group wants different totems. Yeah, probably. Dwarf and gnome only. I never play dwarves. I never play gnomes. I don't like short characters. I don't like because their gear. The gear doesn't look very good on them. I'm all about the looks, man. My characters have to not only be good, but they had to look good. Well, there it is. There it is. Little weird clap. Yeah, man. What? For Duratar. I do think I. Put a spear through your head. Yeah. I don't like the dwarf animations that much. I think Einbei's right, though. I mean, I do think that playing Horde is because it's something I haven't really hardly ever done much. It would definitely give me a fresh perspective on the game, you know? No, you don't get Mongoose Bite. That's just a default trigger for MSBT. It's just telling you that Mongoose Bite would be available if you had Mongoose Bite. All that's doing. I don't have Mongoose Bite. Just commit. He's like, just commit. You know, I have trouble with commitment, Einbei. You know this. Einbei knows I have trouble committing. That's why I have a hard time quitting drinking soda, because I can't commit. Yeah, well, that means, yeah, I know, that's the thing, is I'm going to be playing a Paladin, so am I going to be playing Horde and Alliance? That's what's going to be interesting. You know what I mean? But Cute Faith could be a Shaman, but the problem is we're not going to get, I'm definitely going to be playing a Paladin. So, I don't know, man. I may be playing both sides, which is not really very good, you know. Not Cute Faith the Shaman, you know. Yeah, see, Einbei made a good point. So maybe we'll just do both. Well, I mean, I can do both. I mean, if I could do like. We could do both. You have nuclear war to level? Yeah, leveling on Alliance I know inside and out. I'm done with the Scorpids. I'm done with this. think I just need the Vile Familiars. If you don't know Alliance, yeah, go human or dwarf. Don't go Night Elf. If you don't know Alliance, I wouldn't recommend Night Elf just because you're kind of a little bit off the beaten path. Whereas if you go like dwarf or gnome or basically almost any other race, you're a little bit closer to the main cities. It'll still be the most efficient. Hold on a second. Let me read this. Your internet got zapped? Oh. Well, I gotta take a break here in a minute. Like I said, I'm gonna check on the wife and see what she's doing. There does seem... Get a new router. Oh man, that sucks, RJ. You're gonna play Gnome unless Gnome can't be the class, then play Dwarf. Gotcha. It says there's a quest over here according to Questy, but I don't... Oh yeah, there is right here. Can I climb over the top? That's what she said. I don't. I told you I don't know him. Well, this guy's not aggressive. Let's see if I don't know if I can climb over here. It looks like I can. Shortcuts, man. Shortcuts. Go forth to victory. It's very red. Oh, we can turn it down if we want. There you go. Is that better? Is that a little bit less saturated for you? Yeah, I turned it down. You got very bored of Ally? Of Ally? We're just checking. Looney, I was just checking Horde side. See what it'd be like to level like a Horde. No, the game. It's the game, not the stream. Right? Here. This is what the client looks like normally, right? This is what the client looks like normally. It's just because I've got an add-on. I have a different program installed that allows me to modify it. But we'll turn the vibrance down just because Duratar is so bloody red, you know. We can turn it down to where it's pretty much almost the default settings. In Pigeon, it's funny because look. So RJ basically said you got bored of Alliance, and now Pigeon's saying I got bored of Horde after loving them so much. The zones felt like Barons, Stone Talon Barons, Thousand Barons. Yeah. It's not a WoW add-on. It's a separate program. It's Reshade. It's not an add-on to the game. It's a separate just program installed, you know? There's another quest over here. What am I supposed to do? Peons awoken. Okay. I must have some sort of an item. Here we go. Something you doing? I just bitch slapped that guy. I think that might be a little too thick. Let's see, it's Shagu plates. Where's the health? Health bar. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's make this 11. I'm not sure if that's really doing it. Oh well. Something need doing? Is that what they said? Hey, is that what they said in the Q&A yesterday, Pigeon? Because I missed the Q&A yesterday. I figured it was gonna be, my guess for this was gonna be August to November, like, actually no, September. I thought it was gonna, because basically they're gonna do it like a month after, like they want to do it after Wrath has died down a little bit, I think. So I think November is pretty. I think it's a really good time. I think they're smart. I think that's a really good time to do it. There's going to be a lot of people that jump into Wrath Lich King Classic, and then after like a couple months of Wrath Lich King Classic, they're going to be like, you know, especially if it gets. We'll see. Three phases of PTR. I think that's a little. I think 3 phases of PTR is a lot. I mean, you know, like you don't want people to get burned out just playing on the PTR before the game comes out. So I don't think 3 phases of PTR is a good idea. I would have gone with maybe just the 1 phase of PTR. Just make it like 3 weeks long or something. Do like a 3-week PTR or something. Maybe 2, but 3 seems like excessive. But I guess, you know, it gives people the chance to, if they want to play, they can play, right? But I mean, the thing is, there's plenty of vanilla clients out there. I mean, there's this one I'm playing on right now, which is going to be very similar, you know, to that one. So it's like, it's not like you don't need the PTR, right? If you want to play vanilla, you could. There's plenty of vanilla servers out there. Yeah, I think 3 phases is excessive. Yeah, see, Henry, I agree with Henry. I'm excited for the real launch, not the BTR. And I do think November is a little bit long. I mean, if, like, let's say, because I think Wrath of the Lich King Classic is going to be... Like, Wrath of the Lich King Classic should be out by August, right? So if Wrath of the Lich King Classic is out by August... What is OSRS again, Pigeon? I don't know what that is. I don't know what OSRS is. Turn the music down for a second. But to me, let's say Wrath of the Lich King Classic comes out in August, like August 15th or something. I think they would be fine for launching on October 1st then. I think you only need to wait about a month. I would think, to me, like, if you just wait about 6 weeks after Wrath of the Lich King Classic comes out, I think that's enough. You have 6 weeks for people to get in there and old school RuneScape. Okay, yeah, you love the old school RuneScape. You know, get about 6 weeks for people to kind of get their wiggles out, you know. I think that's good enough. I do like classes that have the ability to heal. Here's the deal. You think pre-patch? Yeah, pre-patch for Wrath is going to be pretty long. That's what I'm saying. The pre-patch is probably going to come out pretty soon. It should come out within the next, 6 weeks, I would think. Right? Yeah, the pre-patch was way too short on the TBC Classic. Way too short. People were pissed. I was one of them. I thought it was way too short. And I think a lot of, not all the audience is different, but I think some of the audience is for sure different. I mean, there's people that are going to play Wrath of the Lich King Classic just because there's nothing else to do. But if Everlook came out the same day as Wrath of the Lich King Classic, I think there's people that would play Everlook over Wrath of the Lich King. I'm one of those. Like if those both came out on the same day, I would play Everlook. I wouldn't be playing Wrath of the Lich King Classic. Anyways, I'm going to take a break. Guys. But yeah, I do want to look into it. But I mean, if it wasn't, if it wasn't for the fact that shamans like aren't really a tanky class, I don't know. I mean, if I played shaman, I don't think I'd really play paladin because they're very similar. I mean, shamans, they got heals, DPS. They just don't have a tanky side. You know what I mean? So I don't really think there's any way I won't play a paladin probably on Everlook. At least at this point, I think I'll probably play a paladin, but it's just hard to, I don't know. But yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back later probably. Stay strong. But I do think playing Horde side would be a refreshing break, a refreshing change for me for sure. So, yeah, drop a like, watchers. But I'll be back. I'll be back later. I might even be back within the next hour. I just don't know. I just gotta talk to my wife and see what she's up to today and see if she wants to hang out and do anything. So, but I'll catch you guys later. I hope everybody has a good Sunday, and I'll see you again really soon. Peace out.